So we know that you already know the basics about prepping a home for sale.
You know what? But I think we may have some clever tips. They may, just may, boost the value of your home before you sell it. Hello everybody, my name is Barry Horvath and this is Moving Forward TV with your local market update.
And I am DeLynn Gaston. Thank you so much for joining us today. And today's show, yes, we are talking, we know that you know that we know that you know that we know.
You've been dying to say that.
I have. That you guys, you already know how to prep a house for sale, right? You know what, Barry and I were talking about this and I'm like, they already know all that. They already know all that. And he says, yeah, but what about this? Look what I found. And I went, hey, wow, you know what? You're right. These are really cool tips.
So we have some really clever tips on how to get the most value. Everybody wants to get the most value of their home.
Right.
As a home seller, you want to make sure you get maximum dollars, especially in this market because it is a seller's market. So if you can get a little more, we might have some insight on how to get you a little more. But you know what? Before we get into that.
Before we do that,
you know what? We do all of these surveys and we get questions asked all the time.
So we're going to start doing a new segment.
Yeah, we're going to...
Question of the week.
Yeah, question of the week. And our question of the week this week is, when does PMI or MI fall off on a mortgage? How can I get rid of it? Because the market's been going crazy.
Right.
The values are going up. I mean, what did we see? 27% increase last year?
Was that what it was?
Yeah, I think it was something.
I know, you're the numbers guy.
Yeah, it was crazy numbers, depending on which area you're in.
Right, right.
So the Trinity area is the hottest. So how do, you know, how come the MI doesn't go away? Because I'm got 80% loan to value. What, you know, how do I get there?
Excellent question, Bear.
It is a good question.
When does it drop off?
You know what? It'll drop off automatically.
Wait a minute. Depends on if it's MI or PMI.
Right. So let's talk about PMI.
Yes.
Okay.
The difference being
private mortgage
PMI is if you did a conventional loan with less than 20% down, you had to pay what's called PMI, private mortgage insurance.
Ooh, look, my glasses.
If you did an FHA, lovely glasses.
Thank you.
If you did an FHA loan, that is called MI, mortgage insurance. It's not private, it's government backed, that means. And there's Barry's pen.
Sorry. I got bored.
He's having a blast here.
Well, listen, when I'm not on camera, I need to be, okay?
All right.
Sorry.
So as far as the PMI versus MI, so if it was FHA and it's MI mortgage insurance, it's not going to drop off. Quite frankly, unfortunately, the government changed that a few years back. The PMI is on for the life of the loan. However, if it's PMI...
PMI is a whole different
conventional.
Story. Yes, so PMI will drop off when you reach 78% loan to value. Now, you have to be careful because people think, oh, well, I'm at 78% loan to value. It does not automatically drop off at 78% loan to value. If you look at your amortization schedule that you received at closing, you can see if you made normal payments when it would drop off. And it probably could be 10 years at that because so little of your payment goes to principal in the beginning and most of it is interest. And a lot of people are unaware of that.
Yeah.
But
I think the whole payment goes down against the principal.
They do. They like, my payment's $1,000. Well, on your first payment, $2 of it went towards principal. So there's the reality of it.
Not the whole $1,000.
But you can call your servicer, reach out to them and say, hey, we're in a hot market. The value's been increasing. How do I get rid of it? Well, many servicing lenders, some will charge you a fee, many servicers, to do the appraisal per se. Some will do an AVM. Some mortgage notes actually require that you have it for 2 years.
Right, before they will consider dropping it.
Even consider it. So you got to have an on-time payment history. That's the key.
Another thing. You have to have 12 months at least on-time payment history.
Before they'll even consider it. So make your mortgage payment on time. Talk to your servicer. see what your options are, because they will vary by servicer and how your mortgage note was written. So, you know, for somebody that has a $200,000-$300,000 house and only put down 3%, 5%,
something like that,
10%, especially the low down payments, it can make a huge difference in their mortgage payment without refinancing the loan. Now, if rates are right, depending on what you locked in at, you know, obviously we're in a rising rate market environment right now. You know, you may want to weigh it out and see, okay, well, I am less than 2 years. Does it make sense to refinance? Maybe your rate's the same, maybe your rate goes up. But if you got rid of that PMI
of $150, $200 a month,
it might make sense.
That could make a nice difference in your monthly outlay.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or, like you said, the refinancing might make sense if you were in an FHA loan, and maybe now, you know, you have more equity in the home. You know, maybe you could only put 3.5% down when you bought the house, but now you have more equity. You're in a better equity position. Stop with your coffee cup coming into my shot.
It makes you look good.
It makes me look good. Anyway, if you were in an FHA loan, perhaps you can refinance into a conventional loan and get rid of the FHA insurance. That would be another option for you to definitely consider. And talk to your current servicer, whoever you're making your mortgage payments now. That's where to start. Give them a call.
Yeah,
or give us a call. We're happy to run numbers with you.
We're happy to run and coach you and see what your options are.
Absolutely.
And you know what I always tell people, when you call a servicer, if you don't like the answer you got, hang up and call again.
Yeah, I know. I get a different person on the phone.
I hate to say that, but
I know. Don't go there.
I'm just saying, depending on who your servicer is. So anyway, all good. All right.
All good.
So there's our question of the week. So now, you know, and I love that we're always trying to save people money.
I know.
Even if they're not refining.
That is what it's all about.
All right. So you want to get into these clever tips that we've stumbled upon to help. Maybe this will help our agents
I was really
and our
surprised. Like
sellers.
I said, I was really surprised because I'm like, oh, they already know how to do that. You know, you take all of the refrigerator pictures and magnets off, and you know, you open up all the windows and you declutter the house. We know y'all know that.
You know,
these were ones that even I didn't even think of, and I went, wow, that is a good idea.
We all think of the standard things: update the kitchen, update the bathroom.
No kidding.
You know,
but those are pricey.
Those, you know, that Harvest Gold refrigerator you got, you might want to take
orange shag carpet from the 70s.
Yeah, I mean, those are the common sense things. The clutter removal.
Right.
Big
common
thing.
Sense.
Very common sense. But some of the tips that we have today
were pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Gotta say.
I don't think we're going to share them right now. We're going to tell you more right after this break. So we'll be right back.
At Dr. B Pediatric Dentistry, we understand the individuality of each child and offer an exceptional and gentle dental care experience for all children. With our laser procedures, we are able to provide gentler treatments and faster healing time. Call us now to make an appointment.
Call Dr. B's Pediatric Dentistry today.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Okay, we're back with some clever tips on how to get the most out of your home value when you're trying to sell it. And you know what, this information I think is not
Stuff to tell your sellers.
Yeah, tell your sellers, because you as a real estate professional, you know, consumers rely on you for your expertise to come in and say, what can I do in my house to get me more value, all right?
And some stuff is a little on the pricey side, but some stuff isn't. So we're going to start with the stuff that is not so pricey, the cheap fixes.
Yeah, cheap fixes.
I know, that are pretty cool.
I'm going to tell you.
The first one's my favorite.
I know it's your favorite because it's cool. It's really cool.
Cool.
It's really cool. You know what? Because when you go into a house that has technology, people love that, because when you have an advanced, you know, and this isn't just for the geek
thermostat,
squad,
let's just say.
The thermostat, you can spend
one of those
$190
programmable ones that you can
control on your app.
On your phone, right.
Yeah, when people see that, you can get one of those for probably about $199, $200, give or take. And you put that in, and all of a sudden, now you can control temperature from a phone app.
Right.
People love that. They can lower their electric bill. They can see what the kids put the thermostat on before you came home from work.
Yep.
And you can turn it right back up on them, you know, because not the kids ever do that.
We used to when we were kids. The other thing is the front door bell and the front door locks and things like that. The upgraded locks on them.
The upgraded locks, now you can get the codes where you can get in with an app without a key, so you can let your cleaning person in.
Right.
And
how cool is that? So the whole thing is it's the mindset. So when a buyer is coming to the house to see, and you say, oh, it's got this and it's got this, right away their mindset goes, oh, the house is all upgraded.
Yeah,
you know, it's a mental thing. It makes them think, oh, this house, it sets it this much higher than maybe another house that they were considering.
Yep, I agree. And the doorbells now with the little that you can see who's at the door.
Right. I was going to say, yeah, it's called Ring or something, but there's a couple of different ones. Yes, that's what it's called. Ring. Oh. That's just one of them. We, John and I went to the home show. We were had a booth at the home show a few weeks ago at the Tampa Convention Center, and there's a local company who does a lot of that stuff. In fact, I think that we probably should have him on the show one day, because he had some really good ideas and good tips about that stuff.
Well, technology is our tip number one.
And that's my favorite.
It is your
Not
favorite.
that the rest of them aren't good, but that one I think is cool.
All right, so here's, now your interior decorators are going to hate this next tip, okay?
I know.
Because an interior decorator tells you, you know, the way the latest trends are. I mean, even in the studio. Yeah, the flare. Let's paint this wall red. Right. Let's paint this one blue. This one should be orange. You know, but experts actually think that your home, from the front door, mind you, when you walk in, because when you walk in, that first impression, that first feeling you get from a house is that what you see when you walk in that entryway.
Yes.
And all of those walls that you see from there should be painted the same color.
And not white.
No, it should be a beige.
Right.
Maybe
something
an off-white.
Soft. Right, off-white or
tans,
beige. Yes.
Earth tones.
Exactly.
You know.
Something calming, and all the same color, so that it makes the house, it draws you in, and it makes the house look larger and more open as you're going into it. So I thought that was a great thought. I never thought of that. Instead of when you separate them with different colors, like, okay, you can see the living room, you can see the kitchen in the background, and that's a different color. That puts a divider right away in people's minds.
It makes the room flow.
Right.
And it may not be what you want in the end. You know, you can change it when you move in. Right. But
it's inviting and it draws you in. You want to go, like it's the living room keeps on going.
Yes, I agree. So I love that tip. And then, you know, we use the off-white or beige. We already talked about that. Now, this is what I really like too on this one. And
the next tip.
And you can do this very inexpensively. Putting up plaques of positive saying.
Well, first of all, take down family pictures.
Yeah,
family pictures. Take down family pictures and stuff like that. They don't want to see your family up there. You guys already know that, you realtors.
Now, if you have the model pictures from
But what are you going to put where that nail is on the wall?
Yeah. Put up positive sayings.
Right.
Influential sayings.
Home is where the heart is. You know, faith, love, peace.
Live,
you know,
love,
those
laugh.
kind of things. Live, love, laugh.
And
positive, or just, you know, positive statements of attitude and things like that. Whether it's scriptures, whether it's, you know, momentum.
That makes people feel good when they walk in your home. They're going to buy this house.
Again, it's
and they
all
want a picture.
mindset.
It is. So, and you can buy that stuff at Home Decor. You can get it at the flea market. You can get it at garage sales. You can get, you can get them at Cracker Barrel. Yeah, absolutely. There's our shared friends at Cracker Barrel. Thank us for plugging them. You know, for
I love that idea.
For $15, you can do so much.
I love that idea.
To bring up the value.
And you know what? You were going to take down the family pictures anyway and put some stuff up there anyway, so that's not just a hole or a blank wall. So that's a great idea. I thought that was fantastic. The next one was virtual reality tour online. I know that a lot of you are starting to venture into that now, you being real estate professionals out there. And I do think it's an excellent idea, and I know you guys do too. A lot of our buyers are tech savvy and online, so they like looking at the stuff before they actually enter the house. They want to see what they're getting into, and sometimes it makes or breaks it. So it definitely is a good idea. They might be a little on the pricey side, but I think they're starting to come down in price a little bit.
They're definitely, and you can do them yourself now. I mean, with, you know, with
at least to give them an idea.
Because then when people see it, they feel like, oh, I've been here before. It looks familiar to them. They've seen it online, you know, and so forth. So that's another tip for us. Now, I like this next one because, you know, you want to have as much natural light in the house. So take out those screens. Nobody cares about the screens. Most screens have blackout and
30%.
They
blacks
take
out
light.
30% of the light coming into
When you walk in a room, you want it to pop. You want it to be wow. You want it to be bright.
Put those screens in the garage.
Put them in the garage. Who cares? Nobody cares.
Them out
you
of the
can put them
windows.
back in.
I thought that was a great idea.
That is a great idea. You know what? But guess what? We got to take a break. These tips are so good. They take a long time.
And a little more pricey ones.
Yes.
Coming up.
Yes, we got some great ones coming up. Stay tuned.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
At Dr. B Pediatric Dentistry, we understand the individuality of each child
and they also teach us how to take care of our teeth
and offer an exceptional and gentle dental care experience for all children. With our laser procedures, we are able to provide gentler treatments and faster healing time.
Come meet Dr. B.
They'll be calorie-free.
Call Dr. B's Pediatric Dentistry today.
Okay, we're back with our clever tips to get the most out of your home value when you're listing your property, selling it on your own, however you may want to do it. So
make it look a little bit better so that maybe it sells a little bit faster. That's what we're all about, right?
I wonder if
Faster.
our appraiser friends watch this and they say, "Hey, Barry's right. It'll give you more value."
Yes, Barry.
They won't
I'm
say
sure.
no.
Yes,
Yeah,
Barry.
I'm sure.
I'm sure they
I'm
do.
sure they do. I'm
Yep.
sure they do.
I'm sure they do.
I think they say.
They say, you know what?
If
Barry
DeLynn
says so.
it, then it'll bring
Barry
more value.
says so.
Listen,
All right.
I always fight with the appraisers about the azaleas in the front yard being in bloom or not, on whether that
Him and
brings
his
value.
azaleas, right? I don't know.
Listen, that sticks in my head. That happened a long time ago, where I had a customer say, "My house is more value. It has more value than my neighbor's because my azaleas are in bloom." I'm not. True story. I can't make
And they
this up.
really thought that made the,
Yeah. And it did look pretty. I'm not going to lie. But,
Yep,
you know.
yep. Curb appeal,
Yeah,
curb appeal.
all right,
There we go.
let's talk about
Just
our
like
next-
up in New England when the floors are crooked, we call it charm.
I call it crooked and a flaw.
1700s house. Oh, that's charm.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go on to, so these upgrades are, might be a little bit more pricier than the ones that we were talking about before, but I think they're really good, and we have 3 really good ones here. So the first one, and I think this is really cool, add an additional shower head. So everybody has like 1 shower head in their shower, right? But if you have 2, people think, ooh, it's like rain or something, you know, and it's just, again, it's that mindset of, oh, wow, this has been upgraded.
And that could be a more expensive upgrade. That could
More
cost you,
expensive,
say,
yep.
$1,000. You know what? True story. When I bought my house, I don't know if you remember this, but I have 5 shower heads. I have the main one, and then I have the 4 on the wall. And I just thought it was the coolest thing.
See?
Yeah, I did. I turned it on. I'm like, wow, these squirt all over your body. So people look at it.
And right away, right.
It's a modern upgrade.
Right.
So it's cool.
I think they called it in this article modernity.
Yeah,
and I'm
modernity.
like, I just
Is
think
that a
that's
real
a
word?
funny word.
And
I don't know if that's a real word.
Or replace
Modernity.
your single little squirter head with one of
Right.
those nice big rain heads.
Right.
Because they're modern looking. Those you can
That's
put
what
in
they're looking
inexpensive.
for. They're looking for modern. They're
Yeah,
looking
and
for
those are
modern.
cool and they feel good. They give like a nice shower down.
Right.
They can save water. Those are pretty cool. Kind of that feeling of rain.
I know.
And again, people look at it and they think, oh, the whole house is upgraded because it's got the cool
Just
shower
because
head.
of that cool shower head, they think the whole house is upgraded. They do. The other one is a big sink. They say apparently the big rectangle sinks are the way to go. I don't know why, but apparently that's what people want. And they said make sure that it's on an angle because if it's flat, it's all going to pool up and it's not going to drain correctly. So make sure it's on an angle. And for some reason, that one it didn't necessarily pop out at me.
Well, big rectangular sink, probably another $1,000 investment.
That's what they say, about $1,000 for those bigger
or
sinks.
more. But again, it's that modern look. It's cool.
Instead of the dual sink,
Yeah, you can put it in your master and just have one big giant rectangular sink. You ever go to the restaurants? They have those now.
Do they?
Yeah.
I never go into the kitchen of a restaurant.
I'm talking in the bathroom, in the restaurant.
Oh, in the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And, no.
You know, they got the cool
don't.
faucets now with.
They do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's cool.
But that brings that up. So in your bathrooms, again, replace the faucets, right? If you put some modern faucets, again, those are probably like $100 to get some nice modern.
Those old colored.
Get rid of the old
the
ones
dingy
and get
ones.
some modern
amazing.
ones. People right away, it's the mindset, think
That
it's upgraded.
perception. It's a low cost upgrade right there.
Right,
You know,
yeah.
spend your $100 and who knows, that it could be the difference of you getting an offer or not.
Exactly.
All right, let's go to your next one, the favorite one,
favorite.
especially for our Floridians that get to
My
enjoy.
Or especially when we have people moving down from up north, which we do all the time down here in Florida, right? So outdoor living space. So you can create some outdoor, so if there's a patio out back, for $29, you can get at, I think it's something like that at Walmart, one of those indoor-outdoor carpets. We have it for the RV actually, so we put it out, and you create a little living space out there. You can get at a garage sale, nice chairs and table set up or something like that. Create an outdoor, maybe some plants in a pot or something, little, the little end tables or whatever. Create an outdoor living room looking kind of thing out there. And it makes people just the mindset right away say, oh, look, there's more living space. And it brings
It makes the whole
you
house
outside.
look bigger.
It does.
Especially in Florida. And for those up north that maybe have limited balcony space, create it
Right.
out there. And the other thing you can do is trim it out in your outdoor area. Maybe
Right.
it doesn't have to be stone, it could be that plank wood, but make it feel like a different living area,
Right.
another room. Make that house feel bigger. Put that outdoor patio furniture in there. Put the fire pit in
Right.
there.
And it doesn't have to be just, if you have the cage and the, the roof. No, even if it's open, they have those beautiful tents, gazebo kind of tents. Put one of those up.
A gazebo?
Yeah,
mean
those tent things.
Isn't it gazebo?
Whatever.
I call them gazebo. What do you call them? What's a
I need something
gazebo?
to throw at him besides my coffee because I want that.
What's a gazebo?
Anyway,
That's going to be
you
our
can get
question
those
of the
really
week
nice
next
tents.
week. What's a gazebo?
You can get really nice tents and create a nice living area.
All right. So you put the gazebo out. I'll put the gazebo up. Either way, create more
Pergola.
living.
How's that?
Create more living space perception for your potential buyers. So it's great.
It's all the mindset. I thought
All right.
those were pretty good tips.
All right.
What do you guys think?
I think they're great tips. So keep the questions coming and your suggestions. So, all right, let's get on to community events. What do we got going on in the community?
Boy,
events?
this 30 minutes goes fast, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
so-
So community events. We have coming up our favorite signature event. Our
And by the time you watch
West Pasco
this,
Business
it'll
Association.
be going on right after this. So
It is Bowling for Boobs. So if you guys aren't doing anything on September 25th, come on out to Lane Glow Bowling out on
That-
Old 54. Have some food, have some fun, and help us raise money for breast cancer awareness.
and boys, put your bras on because I'll be wearing mine. Already been fitted.
There's prizes for
looks-
the best bras.
Yeah, and the
So,
best theme. So come on out. It's a great time.
It's a lot of fun.
It's our 5th annual one. Go on WPBA.biz if you want a spectator ticket or show up and pay more at the door if we'll let you in. Because it is sold out. So come on out. We got a lightning bus trip coming up.
Yes, we do.
November 10th. There's still a few seats available. November 10th, we're going to be going to see the Lightning play. We got great seats. It includes your transportation.
Those always sell out fast.
And we're going to
so
meet up at
definitely go
Johnny
on
Brusco's, so you get some
appetizers and
and it's going to be
It's
a
fun.
great time, and it'll be sold out. So come
we're
on
always
out.
doing something. So check out WPVA.biz or WPVA.rocks.
Yes.
Both of them
So
it's the
hey,
same place.
I don't know how you found us, but share it, like it, comment on however you saw it. We love sharing our information and giving you the helpful tips.
Give
that
us
we
some
do.
feedback. We appreciate it. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Like
Yeah.
us, all that stuff. We are today and every day.
Moving forward.
We'll see everybody next week.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye-bye.